nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, if you would add, to have a discussion about posting the roads.
Okay. We're going to add a and we're going to have a discussion on potential candidates for appointment on the select board.
Okay.
Want to jump right in?
Warrant articles?
Alright. So we'll start with four, right? You want to go to this page? Alright, first, state revolving loan. I'll show you the amount of what I'm going to do. Oh, this is one for the watershed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me make the motion.
Yeah, that's fine. I can make a motion.
Okay. I'll second it.
And just so I'm clear, this is a grant that we're going to get for the engineering costs, and we will be refunding that money with a potential of interest. Okay. That interest shouldn't exceed $1,200 instead of $5,000. Okay.
Are we gonna amend it? We're gonna amend that. We don't know.
I'm not sure we have to.
No, and the attorney did suggest that you leave it just worst case scenario. That's why he put 5,000.
Okay.
But you're only going to ask the Lakes Association to pay what the interest is.
Right.
They don't have to give us the money up front. When we get
Yeah.
a bill for interest, then they would pay it.
Okay.
Kind of an incentive to have them complete this sooner than later too.
Right. Because it's going to cost them more than what it is.
Correct.
All right. See if the town will vote to raise the appropriate money of $52,674,000 or
You
$74.
You missed one. You missed five.
That is fine.
Oh,
You got a different one?
no. I thought you were reading something different.
All right. $2,674. Sorry, for the sixth and final payment of 6-year lease.
I'll move that one.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Appropriate to existing CRF. See if the town will vote to raise the appropriate amount, $283,750, placed in the highway department heavy equipment capital reserve.
I'll move that one.
I'll second.
The lease purchase a new highway dump truck. Selectmen enter into a 5-year lease purchase agreement for the purpose of purchasing a new highway department dump truck.
Current balance is a typo.
Yes.
So,
What is it?
Current balance of $152,688 is a typo.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that
shouldn't
should
be
be
in
in
there. It shouldn't be in that warrant article at all,
because that payment's not coming from
the highway department.
the highway equipment capital reserve fund.
Okay.
I'll move it.
I'll second. Article 8, to purchase a steel container for highway. See if the town will vote to raise the appropriate amount of $32,000 to purchase a steel container cover. Okay, so this is to build the roof over the containers.
Yeah,
I don't like the way this is written.
to cover the equipment, yeah.
I'll move that.
So,
I'll second.
add to the accrued benefit liability fund, $50,000 placed in the accrued benefit liability federal trust fund. I'll move it. Second?
I'll second.
Appropriate to existing ETF. $250,000 placed in the road paving and maintenance expendable trust fund previously established.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Appropriate to existing CRF. This is for $25,000 bridge construction capital reserve.
I'll move that.
I'll second.
Appropriate municipal building repair and maintenance ETF. See if the town will put $115,000. Basically, municipal building repair and maintenance expendable trust fund.
I'll move it.
I'll second it.
Who moved that? Andy?
Andy. Appropriate to existing ETF. Put $60,000 placed in the fire rescue expendable trust fund.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
See if the town will raise the appropriate $8,000 to be placed in fire
I'll move that.
I'll second.
That seems appropriate. All right. The amount of $250,000 to be placed in public safety building capital reserve, which includes town hall, current balance, $50,000 taxation. I'll move that one.
I'll second.
Amount of $10,000 to be placed in the emergency management non-capital reserve fund.
I'll move it.
I'll second. Nope.
Eric is second.
Don't fight over it, guys.
I know.
Amount of $50,000 to be placed in the municipal computer and equipment expendable trust fund. We'll do that one.
I'll second.
Put $5,000 in Parks and Rec expendable
That's
trust.
Gary.
Gary,
I will move that.
And I'll second.
lease purchase an excavator. 5-year lease purchase.
I thought we were doing away with that.
Well, it wasn't recommended by us.
Maybe if you want, you just withdraw it
Right.
on the floor at town meeting. And somebody makes the motion to withdraw it.
All right, let's do that.
Yeah.
Anybody want to make a motion to withdraw?
I will.
All right.
I'll second. Sorry, so you're gonna withdraw our next week?
See if the town, $36,456 placed in milfoil expendable trust fund. Take that one.
I'll second it. We got 30.
Yeah. Just look at that. All right, appropriate amount of $2,000 to be placed in the library computer support expendable trust fund.
Move it.
You gonna move that?
Sure.
I'll second.
Money to the Historical Society cap reserve, $5,000.
I'll move that.
Andy?
Yep.
And
I will.
put $1 in the cistern construction and maintenance.
I'll move that.
Will you? And I'll second it. How's
All
that?
right.
Yeah, I feel we might be hearing from someone on that.
Veterans credit, previously adopted, disability, $21.50 to take effect on property tax.
I'll move that.
A second.
Elderly exemption amounts. Modify RSA 7239A for elderly exemptions for property tax in the town of Barnstead based on assessed value of qualified taxpayers. Take that one.
I'll second.
And to appoint a town treasurer.
I'll move this one.
Andy, anybody else want to second it?
Awesome.
Who moved it?
Andy.
You're gonna have the next one, Gary.
Don't fight over
I didn't get it.
He said you could have the next one.
Yeah, I'm all set there. Actually,
to appoint the welfare officer.
Okay, I'll move that one.
I'll second. Who wants the next one?
Oh my goodness,
Petitioners.
you're gonna have to read this whole thing?
Yeah, but the petitioners
Yeah.
have to move it.
Yeah.
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 Nancy's gotta read this.
No, she can, what she can do, she can ask the body if they would waive reading the whole thing, and they can vote to do that.
Yeah.
That would take like
I know.
an hour.
Oh, yeah.
And so
Wow.
Frank will probably use that one, I would guess.
Oh,
Frank, yeah.
Vermonte, yes, probably.
Yeah, Vermont.
That's the petitioner.
Okay.
He's not gonna be there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Hope he has someone to second it.
I'm sure they'll
You two are gonna agree on something?
I started reading, you know, that town, 10-year town.
Oh, master plan?
Yeah, and it looked like 50% of the town was for it, and 50% was against it. I mean, I was surprised.
I'm gonna be pretty interested to see how that goes, to be honest with you. I don't know, mixed reviews. I think it's a good thing, I'm just afraid it's gonna get abused,
Yes.
and that's where the problem's gonna be.
Yeah.
And then you gotta deal with enforcement, which is gonna be a whole nother issue on top of that.
Well, if it passes, and it's not a problem.
No, but there's probably stricter guidelines we could put on it. That would go through, I don't know, would that go through the select board probably?
You'd
I
have
would
to,
say- Well, zoning would do regulations, right?
Need select board there, because that's what they all do, all of North is all select board.
right, if it was under planning board, it would have had been a ballot question, so
Right.
it's selectmen, but yeah, you'll have to go with the attorney and get all the information about it. Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple of things in there when you read through the RSA's that are different than what's
Maybe
being proposed, so.
I think it'll definitely be a draw at a town meeting, that's for sure.
Well, and RSA's are subject to interpretation as well, so, you know, that creates another issue.
But
Right.
if it gets passed, it has to be.
They will, but what doesn't get abused, when you think about it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good,
Does it say anything in there?
everything else should.
I haven't read the whole thing, but does it say anything there about nighttime use
Yeah, it says you can't write after 10 o'clock
Yeah.
at night.
after 10?
After 10.
I would have went with after dark.
So,
I
mean-
They have lights, but usually after dark.
most of them up north is a half hour before sunset and half an hour after sunset.
Exactly.
Is what it usually is
That's
up
why I
north.
wondered.
But
Most towns have,
but you
you know,
can't.
Berlin and all those.
Yeah,
You can't ride at night.
it's none of that.
Well,
Well,
Skidoo's,
that's the state.
that's different.
Yeah, on the water's different. Yeah.
Okay, 29,
TV out there a couple weeks.
annual bus company lease.
I'll move that.
Karen, how long is that for?
They have to renew
Looks
it
like it's
yearly,
yearly.
that's why it's
Yeah.
on there every year.
So there's not a bidding process on that again?
Well, it's whoever the school contracts with,
Okay,
but.
we're just doing
This
the
is the
land.
land.
Yeah,
This is, to get the taxes on the land, you
Okay.
have to do it.
Yep.
yearly.
thank you.
The school has a 5-year contract.
Do they? That's what it is? Okay.
This is their first year, obviously, but I'll second that.
And the operating budget. I don't really like the way this is worded. This kind of asks to see if the municipality will vote to raise and appropriate the budget committee's recommended sum.
That's in the RSA.
I did.
Reversed in the past? I thought it was the selectmen came first and then the budget committee came
No,
second.
it's always been done.
It may have been 15 years ago.
But that is
Well, I looked at the last few warrant articles that we did for 25 and 24.
Yep.
That's pretty much how it was listed, except the numbers were the same.
Right.
It seems odd that it would be to accept theirs.
So where's our option to select ours?
we have to amend.
Because
We
that
have to
has-
amend it on the floor to
Yeah.
increase.
Right. The budget committee will stand up and move the article. And then you can make a motion to amend it. And then there'll be discussion.
It's kind of
I'll make the motion to.
I'm hoping people are going to question things and ask because, excuse me, it's almost, I mean, of course they're going to take the cheaper one, not realizing what they're going to be cutting out of things.
Will people have everything to look at?
No, they won't. That's the whole problem.
Yeah, it has to be explained what was cut.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you need the budget committee to do that?
no. If you look in your town report
It's in
So,
and you look in the budget, you'll see there's a column of what the selectmen's number is, what the budget committee's number is, and how much was cut. So that's what people will see.
So we'll tell them to look at that.
And you also see the revenues that offset the tax rate
Mm-hmm.
in there too.
So they're just estimated
Yes,
at this point.
estimated.
So who's moving that the operating budget, or do they? They do, right?
Budget committee does.
Yeah.
And then I'll amend it, I'll move to amend it to our sum. And somebody will have to second me.
It all starts to come back after year after year. You're like, oh yeah.
Are you gonna second it, Carrie? After I put the amendment?
Sure.
I just drew your attention to Article 20. Article 20.
Milk oil.
The third one down, it says 10,000 in lighting.
It shows
Oh, it
20,000.
says 20,000. Yep, we'll have to make that, amend that.
Is it supposed to be 20 or 10?
Well,
It's supposed to be 10, right?
It's gonna be 36,
So the 20 and the
16,
16 add
so
up
it's gonna be
to
20. It's supposed to be 20.
if Nancy reads it as 20, you just make the motion as presented, not as written. Trust me, I know that.
Yep.
So if she reads it as, the moderator reads it as
So the 10 is out, and we go with the 20.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what it is. The milfoil. I'll let Nancy know that all the time, just in case.
What else did you pick up?
I was
Linda,
gonna say,
anything? So maybe we get through those warrant articles as fast as we just did.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be something, huh?
Hell on that.
We get out of here by 10:30.
You're
There's some great questions, but when they same ones get asked 5 and 6 times, that takes some time.
That's number 30 for a minute. Should there be like a, is there like a discussion here about how much it is per thousand? An increase per thousand? Or not?
Not on the operator budget.
No, the operating budget's a fixed number based upon,
What, 54 cents?
the recommended budget.
Well, what you can say is it a 4% increase or a 3% if you want.
Oh, I
It's
get
gonna
it.
change
When we make the
depending,
motion to,
and we can estimate it might be 50 cents. We don't know that until September.
Yeah.
Because I have to revise the revenues as they come in.
And I have been working on PowerPoint, so it's just information. That's all it is. I didn't spell out every warrant article and I put highlights for the warrant article so far. So, informational
well-
purposes only.
you still got like 12 days.
Yeah, those 12 days are going to be here before we know it. Because next Tuesday's election.
I forgot Kyle and Cassie got married last year. But you know who's not in here? My mother-in-law.
Really?
That's a little bit interesting.
Well, I pointed that out. You can talk to the town clerk. It was not on the state site, and that's where she gets
Yeah,
that from, but I did inquire about that.
Yeah.
You may want to ask her.
Why was it on the state side?
If it hadn't been filed with the state, but
I
it
don't know,
wasn't.
I already did all that,
Yeah.
Already was in charge of that, so maybe it was.
That's too bad.
And I don't know.
Okay, board reviewed payroll and manifest. Do we want to keep going, or we want to?
No, we keep going.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Right. So I'll take a motion for the.
Oh, I'll make,
Oh no, don't need
no, we
that.
don't have, oh yeah,
I need a motion for the minute.
I made the motion to accept the minutes for February 2026.
I'll second.
So all abstain.
You were getting nice warm today.
I know I was helping Linda out there.
Yep.
Who seconded that?
Gary.
I did.
Okay, and everybody got a chance to review the payroll and manifest.
Yep.
Did you vote on the minutes yet?
All in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. That's why we're here.
I abstained from it, so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Nancy Carr's not till 6:15. Yeah, let's talk about the highway department cameras. What was the total bill on that? It was like 3,000 something.
You have that folder?
I took the inside one off the quote.
Okay.
$2,670 without the inside camera. That was
Without the inside.
Yes, without it. If you wanted to add the inside camera, $275.
Is this the one that we're looking at? Is this the cameras up
Yep.
at the garage?
Yeah, that is, yeah.
So that consists of, how many cameras do we have outside? I thought we only had two.
Something's not operating now, right?
There's one on each side of the building, one on the salt shed, one on where all the trucks park facing the building.
And there was one with the diesel.
Well, that is,
This
yeah.
one at the diesel.
Yeah, both sides of the garage, yeah. The diesel.
Okay, so that's gonna replace all four of those.
No,
That only
It's
the one
gonna replace one,
that's broken.
just for the diesel pump.
that's it?
Is that
The
one-
others are
$600
working
bucks?
fine.
That one's broken.
Here's all the information. Refresh yourself.
Out here.
Well, and they're all outdated too, so. As we get towards the end of the year, we're gonna have to look at the rest of this.
Mhm.
So,
How do those look to you, Andy?
what? I have no idea. That's not my expertise.
Is
Cameras.
the one that
I
they're
thought
putting,
you
No,
knew about them.
not those. That was all through Suncom. The town uses.
this is Honeycomb?
Yeah. The next page is the outside camera.
So much cheaper.
How come we haven't,
What's that? Huh.
Good question.
is this camera that they're offering, is this the same as what we have there, or is this a newer model? It's a newer model.
But it works with the existing equipment.
Which is really just a computer monitor, right?
Exactly.
I mean, recorder.
Yep.
Does it record? Yeah, it's data storage.
It's only for like a month.
Yeah, I think it's 30 days. for
Better,
a
yeah.
minute.
So, thumbs up there. I mean, some of the costs may come down if we don't do the inside one. Because I don't know the installation cost from the inside camera to.
Right, it doesn't really say what the installation cost is. Well, it does.
It does, but it's all lumped
Says-
together.
$2,322 for installation.
So,
Is that the only bid?
And we took, and all we
It's
did
their
was take
camera.
out 2 indoor cameras. Is that right?
no, that's just line 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, here's the indoor cameras. There's no quantity. This is
So that's
with mounting down
Because-
box.
because that's the outside one, and this is the inside one. Because that's
How
the
many
bulk.
outside?
I went to 2 on that quote. Because that bullet camera shows that right there.
This one shows 1 right here. So
And he only wanted one outside, one inside.
But I think when the guy came up for him to be able to see the different areas inside, he went with 2 inside.
oh, 2 inside, so that would
Yeah.
be this one.
It is that one. And then
And
there's
only one outside?
one
This
to
is just a
replace.
replacement
The other
of
one's
the diesel.
Which that doesn't make sense. That's
Right.
That's a bullet camera that would be the inside one. So,
That price is the cameras and installation?
I mean, unless we get the updated price to just have the one camera done right now. I mean, I don't think we need them on the inside of that, up there highway. They've never been there. And the way I look at it is,
I don't think we need them on the inside either. I know the other ones are pretty old.
Yeah.
And I know what they're connecting to is probably older. I almost think instead of wasting the money, well, we know we're gonna have to upgrade. I almost think we should get a couple of proposals
For the
for
full
4
package.
cameras and a connection. And whatever box they're gonna
Yeah, because there should be
interface with.
at least 2 or 3 outside. You want something that covers the diesel, I think,
I mean, just to replace what.
something that covers the building, and something that covers the equipment, basically. I would
Right.
think.
That is the function.
I mean, we have alarms on the door, we have panic buttons inside, the only reason to have a camera inside.
Yeah.
I don't know, how do you guys think?
I mean, 3 proposals and do them all. Like, so they're all the same age, so.
Yeah.
If we do it now or do it at the end of the year, we're still gonna end up doing it.
Yeah, I think we're gonna fix one, we should fix them all.
So, just a matter of time. Those have got to be.
Everybody on the same page
Yeah.
here?
Yeah. Multiple proposals. Let them all know we're getting multiple, then watch the price come down.
Yeah, let
That's
Jarvis
all.
know we like the
Yeah.
proposal.
Yeah.
See if you can get a couple, at least a couple, 3 of them, to replace all of them.
Well,
And
have Centcom yet.
Yeah, they'll submit one.
And
If they're
no
well
indoors.
And no indoor. Yeah.
I think that's a better route to go in, to
Yeah.
be honest with you.
They're well over 10 years old.
We have cameras at both doors to the garage.
Both sides of it.
Yeah,
So when you pull up on both sides of the garage, there's one that faces the gate,
yeah,
and then the other one faces the gate.
alright,
It's
so
like
you wouldn't need them inside, because you can see.
Yeah.
You can see that, yeah.
What about the containers? Do we have one that faces the containers now?
The dumpster?
Yeah, the 2 new containers that we have for storage, where we're gonna have equipment storage and material storage.
It kind of sees that, but not fully.
Which means that you would come in from the second gate, walk right around the second gate, basically.
So potentially, I mean, and if we upgrade them, they can move the camera further back so it sees all of that potentially. See what they
Because
do.
if we're gonna have equipment storage under the roof, if we put a
Or-
roof on it,
Or you have them add a second one onto where the truck's parked at the very end of it, so it shoots all down. And you can see the sand pile and all the equipment over that corner. Because there's already one pile on the far end of where the truck's parked, facing the building.
facing the building.
Yeah, it faces both overhead doors on the front of the building. And then the other one's on the salt shed that faces outside the salt shed.
And we don't have anything facing the,
Not where the Conex box is.
the plow trucks. Where we park those.
Are they on a continuous feed? Or do they move?
Continuous.
But maybe the new ones,
System.
don't have to be, you know what I mean? Maybe it can be motion activated or something like that.
They're pretty old.
Wait,
Save space.
They're pretty old because when we did have to use them, the picture was there, but it wasn't anything like
Right.
today's technology. That's for sure.
Yeah.
do you have other cameras at other locations?
No, but see, the problem is that a lot of their equipment's outdoors.
Fire does.
Pretty much all of it's outdoors. It's not like, the fire truck's inside.
But fire has them outside.
Would you have cameras on the outside?
Here we have them outside,
Inside and out.
and then PD has them outside. So yeah,
Bless
they all.
Or-
So, yeah.
Do they all, I mean, how
Those are 10 years old.
Which one?
Right.
The highways. Fires were just recently done.
And ours are new.
Years ago, yeah.
Library, first week, house, it is a way to get around. It is going in.
And that's motion activated.
Just
With a
few-
light, right? Spotlight.
It doesn't have to be because it's even dark.
night vision.
We did that after that.
Mm. Mhm.
Usually though, if
That's what
motion
yours is?
activated and the light comes on,
Then-
they pretty much assume you're on camera.
Yeah.
You know?
But you can get a motion activated light.
Yeah.
Solar, I mean, I
Right.
have 2 of those on.
Yeah.
that's the thing. I have that all. Yeah.
I have a dog too, but
She lets me know when anybody's here. I just mentioned it because I don't know if there was just these other.
so I think we should make sure that Jarvis understands what we're looking for before he goes out and
Yeah.
gets the quotes, because we have to be able to cover all four corners of that building, basically.
Yep.
Well, I mean, even if you mounted on the building, facing out before, on all four corners, you'd still be able to cover everything. We don't need a picture of the garage doors. But it's easy to get around on gates up there, so.
Yeah, the 4 gates that are up there.
All right, we beat that to death. Fire rescue donation, we decided we're gonna put that into, donation fund.
You have it.
Sorry, last week.
I think it was $50.
It's, I was gonna say, it's
I
in
thought it was
your new
40, but-
business,
Which one's it?
new business that you have.
I think it's 40.
Oh, glad I didn't look it up.
I think it is 40.
40, yes, it's
Yeah,
40.
it's 40.
And it's in memory of Jim Smith.
Do you know if we've received any donations for the fire association as opposed to the fire department?
No, no. If they had, it just goes directly to them. I haven't had any notification, but we could ask the chief if, if any other donations have come in.
Jesse's workstation purchase.
That's for out here, right?
It's for out there. She wanted it for in here, but we didn't want to hook it up in there
Yeah.
because we were going to end up moving it. We didn't want to pay the cost of it. Out there should be plenty of room for it. It seems to be a major inconvenience without, so I'm not sure.
Is that like a workstation we can put right on the window? Up close to the window for them potentially?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. it's
That
gonna
would
be-
make sense.
She wants 3 of them up
At the window?
Yeah.
Oh,
there. One on each side and then one in the middle, I believe.
And what, doesn't she have a desk in the
And
back
then
in
a
her
desk-
office?
Yeah.
And she doesn't want a workstation there?
I figured maybe just two at the window and then
And then,
for her office.
Well, I'm wondering why she wanted 3 back there and on the counter.
Because if we had their profile synced to all the computers, then it wouldn't matter then. She can bounce back and forth
Yeah.
between the computers.
yeah, it's just when, I
She
think when Mary, if Mary works when they're both
Right.
working, that would be the reason for the third.
That would make sense.
But-
But then she wouldn't have to walk back to her computer to do
Exactly.
everything. She could just do it all at the counter. That makes sense if that's we can do it right there.
Either way, I think she needs it, so I'm gonna make a motion that we purchase the workstation.
For $1,398.18.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
You want to do a printer too?
Yeah, there is a printer in there too, right?
Right.
$890.
What's a workstation if you can't print from it?
I know.
But
really.
she's taking 2
One
prints
of them's a
into
copy,
into
right? And getting rid of one.
Yeah, she said it eliminates 2 that are in her office, so
Right.
like one from her office and this scanner. Otherwise, she'd have to walk all the way back into us to be able to
And
scan.
we own those printers, right?
Yes,
which
yes,
So we could actually potentially move those somewhere else.
yeah, somebody
That
else
might
could.
be more convenient.
Yeah.
Especially after we split everybody up.
I was gonna say she might not be able to copy if it's not here. for the addition renovation, if that all goes through.
Why?
Where are we gonna put all of them?
Where we gonna put all that?
Karen
Down
and
in the
Katie.
basement.
Well, aren't they,
Oh, okay.
some can probably work from home if that's what you want. I thought, are you gonna move
We gotta,
people out here?
I didn't. Well, that's what I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I'm not, you guys are asking me questions.
I
can't
know,
answer.
you don't.
Thank you.
I mean, the idea is to get them set up in there. I think
Mhm.
there's probably room for another person out there, maybe two. I hate to do that.
Yeah.
You know, so that would take care of 4. That would leave 4, basically.
I mean, you may have to set up here.
So we may be able to maybe section off another
Uh-huh.
section out here or move them somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the library's got a pretty good room over there. You know, the fire station, the conference room. I mean, I think we can do business pretty much anywhere,
Yes.
right? For the most
Yep.
part.
You just gotta remember that library is its own thing. So
Yeah.
I'm just remember.
Just tell them,
I mean,
what
yeah.
is that? Just tell them, what is it?
When this not, oh god. I mean, yeah, Parade Fire Station. We can throw them over at the PD.
We'll worry about.
So are we gonna do the printer or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I make a motion that we get the printer for $897.50 and for the chair to sign.
Second.
No, favor?
Can
All
you
right.
pass that down for Rick?
Yeah.
So he can sign it. He doesn't put that.
I can't believe the paper
Charming.
doesn't
Thank
come with
you.
it. There's a separate cost for the paper tray.
The other one's already been signed.
That's right, Gary signed up.
Yeah.
Yes, the other.
Why do we even discuss it?
Well, it was signed before the discussion.
Because we didn't actually make a motion on it.
Andy wanted to wait, I think.
Alright, perfect. To the, for a minute. Fire rescue utility truck.
We've been banging this around for a long time.
Supposedly we have the money, right?
I mean, yeah, we do have the money.
And if you spent somewhere else, I mean.
What the fire department wants, they're out of their expense trust.
Isn't there some discussion on what type utility, what we should be getting and what we shouldn't be getting?
Yeah, I don't wanna see a flatbed on that.
No.
That's what they're talking about, right?
I mean, the other thing is, do you actually want 3 quotes? That's what our policy says. And he's only given us 2. Two for an actual vehicle. Only one. I think it was only one for everything. I think.
No, but he had
But-
two.
It was,
Had two, you were waiting for another one.
Wasn't one of them with a flatbed or something like
Yes.
that? And the other one was a different one, right?
there's 2 vehicles. There was one quote to put a flatbed on it. That they didn't install the flatbed. And then there was one for like the radio and the lights and all that. Whoa. So the flatbed's out of the equation. They don't need the skid tank to make that into a forestry truck. They have a forestry truck. They've got their side by side that has a forestry skid unit that goes in it. So
This is going to replace the green one, right?
The green
the green pickup.
which is, old as that truck.
2013.
One that, yeah.
That's it. I don't know
I
if it's
remember
13.
I was on the board when we got it though.
I was on the board 5 years ago, we got the white one.
Yeah, no.
Oh, right.
I would think
Yeah.
probably 10 years. What is it, 2026, yeah. Not her.
Alright, well,
Well, it's the chief that wants the flatbed, correct?
Yes.
I don't know what he wants a flatbed.
I don't either. My
You
point
want that-
being,
that
I think
forestry skid unit to go slide on the back of it.
I think we should talk to the personnel over there, in as a whole, what they think would be best, considering the fact that the chief is only here for a few more months as it is, and not going to have to work with it, and find out what the rest of them would rather have and work with, and possibly go with that. They might have different ideas. They might have the same idea, and that's fine. But I think we should look into what they would rather have, seeing they're the ones going to be using it.
Alright, so why don't we ask the chief if he can provide for us what exactly we're buying? And if he can get us a couple of quotes of the same thing, not 3 different quotes from.
So is this already like on a warrant to apply for this?
No.
Yeah, last year.
And
So the money says they had to purchase a vehicle, the type of vehicle seems to be up in the air.
So the board or agents to expend out of that warrant article. So they don't need a warrant article to purchase it. Last year at town meeting, the article was voted by the body to pull it off actually. Select board was gonna withdraw it. There was a discussion. The body voted to pull the warrant article off. The big discussion was getting reimbursed from the federal government for the tower truck. We did end up getting reimbursed for the tower truck, so we have the funds for it. So we've just been holding off.
Right, because we had to dish out about $500,000, right?
Right.
Something like that, so
Yes.
that's why
So
it
there
was put
was,
off.
so the question now too is, should it be a gas powered truck or should it be a diesel powered?
That's
Let's
what I'm-
figure out what the truck is first.
so,
What it's gonna be
yeah,
used for. And should it have a stand?
no. And for what they do, honestly, Linda, to answer your question, gas.
Yeah.
Because that forestry truck, the big forestry truck international we have,
Yeah.
there is problems with it because it sits.
And that's the only,
So a lot of that diesels when they sit do have a lot of issues. So
So I
gas,
think we do
it's cheaper to maintain than gas for them. So
find out what he's talking about,
it's fine. Yeah.
find out what he's talking about, and then find out what
we want.
they think over there
we
would
want
work,
to go for
suit them
one
best.
So
truck, One type of truck, you know, whether it's a Ford or Chevy or whatever.
I mean, if you want some gas with it on it, it's whatever.
So we'll do that. We don't even know what to buy.
Right. Yeah, because one was like a 250, one was a 350. Like it was just all over the place. I think he's still on vacation.
He is. All right. What's up, paving plan?
We don't have one yet. So,
Oh, what?
other than Jarvis does want to do North Barnstead Road from Pittman all the way up to Rand Road. He wants to do the intersection of Colbath, Vale, and Hazel Park. And I reiterated to him the importance of making sure that is engineered because of all the issues with drainage that we've had over there and the washouts. And right above, almost in front of Steve Vale's driveway, every spring there's like a sinkhole that appears where there's a natural spring or something else in the ground there to figure out what's going on. The part on New Road he was talking about is New Road and Hazel Park intersection.
Okay.
He wants to pave that. So I'm a little leery of just that
Yeah.
section right there to begin with. So that kind of changes things around in the wintertime when you're doing winter maintenance, grading. So, but
All right.
I did tell him to look at Beauty Hill West, Watson Road, Westlock Road over there. those are well over 10 years old. So, and those are every 10 years you got to do something. Like a
You know,
maintenance.
West doesn't look that far.
No, it doesn't. So,
Kind of
but those are all going to go at the same time.
We've got some serious cracking on some of these roads, and some of the sides of these roads, the edges, are broken off into ditches on some of our roads. I know there's one on Pittman. There's another one here somewhere, and they're not just cracked off; they're out into the road.
Yeah.
Some things are definitely gonna have to be looked at, and something done with them so they don't get worse.
But a lot of the edges are driving on the edge, the wing flow, how it is.
Seems a little bit more this year. I know we got a lot of frost heaves, more than usual this year.
Yeah.
And maybe this is why, because of the weather. But they're really out into the road.
The frost
There's a few of them.
does a number. So he is still working on that though. So
Alright.
there's nothing set in stone.
Yeah, I think we got a little bit more time on that.
What do we have in the paving budget?
It'll all depend on how we
Well, we had
So, I mean, for what he was originally asking for was way more than what we had. But I haven't gone over the actual numbers.
I saw 250,000.
Well, that was a warrant article. You mean in the account?
Yeah, it's 528,000 at the end of December,
yeah.
plus in your
250.
budget, you asked for 200 more.
Yeah.
200 operating budget. 250 So,
And then you still have the FEMA money,
we have that, and you have municipal roads.
and the municipal roads and construction.
We got a little bit in there.
But I like to try to keep the municipal roads to kind of like dirt roads. So we can put some down there, some dirt roads.
We're gonna have to, because one more disaster and this will all be gone just like that.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. Oh yeah, you weren't here. We added that to the agenda, road hosting. So. Oh yeah. One more.
I don't really notice that any town.
It's Monday. Well, I
I
know
said there was.
a lot of the towns are doing Monday, but they're thinking about Friday because
I mean,
things are going to get so warm.
sometime towards the end of this week, yeah.
So it's going to be end of this week, beginning of next week at the latest, probably.
I just.
I do remember when it was always after town meeting, after elections, because the voting didn't have to run. And if it was running, you weren't supposed to go.
So while we're discussing the posting roads, did Jarvis say anything, or does he?
He just asked that the board discuss it tonight so he would know, because he thought it would probably be, take a few hours to post all the roads, but, he mentioned you have to post it 48 hours in advance. I'm not sure what he was talking about. But just that the board would let him know when they want it posted.
Probably Maine.
I mean, I think we do need to authorize him to post it and just let Karen know when he's going to do it officially. Only because if you look at it's going to be 2 weeks before the board meets again.
Right.
And the next week's temperatures, it's going to be a lot. So,
Well, today's Tuesday.
so
It'd be nice to put out some kind of notice, at least a few day notice,
possibly whenever he.
So you want to do Monday?
Next Monday, yeah.
And how are you?
What do you think it needs to be done sooner?
I mean, I'd be cautious of the weekend too, because you look like tomorrow's supposed to be 50s, and it
Right.
kind of was like 50s straight on through.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a lot of trucking going on Saturday, Sunday. I mean, there might be a little bit, but.
You'd be surprised.
Let's take
I know you're
the.
not-
You
I know
don't
they're
live
not
in
pulling
Lyons.
concrete and delivering lumber.
Yeah,
blah,
no,
blah,
they
blah, you know what I mean?
Let's take the oil trucks into consideration if we get another cold snap and
I mean, that frost is gonna come up quick.
Okay, so give us a date.
Well, we can just authorize it tonight, and if Jarvis figures he wants to do it Thursday or tomorrow, and let Karen know. So,
Yeah.
I'll make a motion that we
Okay.
allow Jarvis to post the roads at his discretion, date and to let Karen know when he's gonna do it.
All in favor?
I guess. I think it's a little
Well,
soon.
Yeah.
I understand the
Just
temperature's
don't want
coming
him
up.
to miss the window,
Well, yeah.
you know?
That's fine.
I just gave him a map yesterday of where to post all the roads, so he's gotta make sure he has all the signs too.
Oh, good.
So he wasn't sure about that. He didn't know where the signs go, where.
Okay, so I'll make a motion then to post the roads.
So he can just do it at his discretion.
Yeah.
So if he wants to do it Friday, he can do it Friday. Or if he wants to do it Monday, he can do it Monday.
All right, so we'll just go
Just because it's like we're not.
before next week.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
No, one thing else I didn't see on the agenda was the engineering. So, if we wanted to actually make a decision on that,
On the engineering company?
yeah,
I
hire
thought we
one.
already did.
No,
I
we
thought we
never,
already did both.
Thought we're gonna use them both.
we never made a decision on it.
I make a
Because,
motion that we use them both.
Well, if we use them both, then North Point can't be used for planning board. If you want planning board to use a third party engineer,
I want planning board to have the landowner use their engineer.
but the applicant pays for the third party engineer.
Yeah.
So if we use both engineers, then either one of them can be used for planning. That means they'd have to find a different one where they've already used North Point in the past.
Are they planning on continuing with them?
Well, it's third party, so
North Point's been a third party because the applicant hasn't used them and the town, so they're supposed to be unbiased.
right.
I see.
That's the third party.
So I'm just trying to watch out for
Yeah.
both sides.
Well, what happens if
Can you not just use them on another project that's not something before the planning board?
Because what was there? One had a better specialty over the other, right? What's the other one? Druin?
Du Bois.
Du Bois, yeah,
Same thing, but different.
because they would come in and assess all the buildings,
Yeah.
which is what I really like. One of the things that they offered
Yeah.
is to have an assessment of all the buildings. You know, and if that was potentially done, we may have known a lot of the big dollar items for like Parks and Rec for that building ahead of time, and we could have planned accordingly. Or the roof over at the Parade Fire Station, and we're not trying to rely on the department head to tell us that. So, then they
Well,
were
we can-
going in.
Well, it'd be good to make a decision because we have been kicking this around for a while too.
What we have, and as springtime's coming, like the potentially things that need to get looked
Yeah.
at, and so if the board chooses to go with Colbath-Vale Hazel Park intersection, like, well then somebody needs to look at that to really assess it.
So we could use them as long as it's not has something to do with a project with you guys, correct? Yes, no?
I mean, we're gonna have a contract with them on the town side.
Yeah, but the contract can specify that it will be, and I think actually they stated it's only as needed when the town calls them.
But that would
you
still
know.
be a conflict of interest, right? Because it would no longer be a third party. They would still be working for the town.
Well, maybe
anybody
So
would still be working for the town.
not if we only had one. If you would use both of them, then neither one of them can be a third party engineer for planning board. So planning board would have to find somebody else, potentially. I don't care either way, I just wanna make sure
Yeah,
that
yeah.
whoever we pick doesn't affect. So,
Should we ask that question for a legal opinion?
Is there a reason we wanted to use both? I can't
I don't remember a reason
In
for
case
using
one,
both.
I thought it was because in case one was busy, because they have a pretty busy season coming up, and then if one couldn't, the other one might.
Well, I mean, we use the same engineer already for everything.
I mean, we've had it before, yeah.
Yeah, for planning and us.
So, I don't
If they
see,
need a third party or a third in, I mean, technically planning board, they're gonna throw the engineering responsibility onto the applicant. And do they have an option for their own engineer?
So the applicant would use their own engineering company that they choose
Correct,
and bring in that
and
information.
bring that information in,
And
then
then
we
the
would
plan-
have it.
And then the planning board would ask the third party engineer to take a look at it.
Okay,
I think what happened with the town engineer is that there wasn't a highway department head at the time. There was that in-between time. And so that's why the town engineer got involved in a couple of things.
Can't we, if somebody is doing something for you people or whoever, not use them at that time until whatever that is alleviated, and then, you know what I'm saying? We're not using both.
don't understand
I
how
mean,
much
that's-
conflict here, I mean.
that's kind of hard, because if we're in the middle of a project that they're working on for us, that could go on for years, that's,
I mean, if an applicant shows up and they chose to use North Point and we hadn't
I mean, that's fine.
set the third
Right.
party,
Then we'd have to use Des Moines or somebody like that, right?
the planning board would have to find another third party.
Somebody else.
And then whether it's the one that the town has chosen or we put it out.
Doesn't really matter who, as long as somebody to review this, somebody else to review this.
This,
Who do we have,
something we can check with the attorney on?
was it? Yeah, but I really don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it's a conflict. You seem to think,
We shared it before, didn't we?
Yeah.
right.
Well, we shared it,
We shared one, now we're sharing two.
I mean, yeah, we shared one, and look at the cost we had. It was more than $100,000 over budget on that,
Yeah.
because planning board didn't use a third party engineer. So,
We did
For that.
start it.
well, part of it, yeah, but the majority of it,
We also did have a highway department.
Well, highway department is not an engineer.
so,
They might know a little bit about the road, but
right. I mean, if planning board uses ours, then we gotta pay for it. That defeats the purpose of third party engineer.
The applicant would sign an agreement saying that they would pay the cost of the third party engineer.
Correct, but if you use the same one the town has, say,
but we have two.
if you wanna use both of them, go for it.
Who do we have color over in Knoxville?
Oh, that was Michicorp.
That was Michi.
That was their own internal engineer.
Yeah.
That they had at Michicorp.
Right.
That looked at that. Because we didn't have one for the town at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at the time what
Well, I like a lot of the stuff
The-
that Mitchell Corp was talking about.
they had a
They
lot of
seem
good
to have
ideas.
really, really good ideas.
Yeah, they did. The Hannah Bridge was a separate engineer.
Yeah.
That was all the bridge, the bridge aid.
And they have several different types of engineers.
Mitchie, yeah. Mitchie does, yeah.
So why didn't we consider that?
And we may not even come into this conflict, right?
Had the opportunity to submit a proposal. It was sent out to like 6-7 firms.
Yeah,
And there was only 2 that got back to us.
So it gives us three engineers. Why do we have to get a new contract with an engineer, right? Why can't we just
Because-
utilize them as they come?
Because of FEMA.
Yes,
Because of
you're
FEMA.
right.
We have to have a contract with an engineer.
We're not
FEMA.
gonna need FEMA anymore.
God.
Oh, God. That'd be great.
You want to table it until?
I don't care, well, we're gonna table it and argue about which one we want next time. I mean, what's your feeling on it?
I think we table it. Honestly, table it and then we'll talk about it after the election. There, with the new board. So.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
We don't have to vote on it tonight.
I mean, just because we have a contract with an engineer doesn't necessarily mean he's the town engineer, he's doing work for other people too.
I mean, it does that.
I mean, our contract consists of call when needed, basically. I don't know how FEMA have that.
It just, we'll look and see, it just has to have certain language in it.
I don't remember the exact language.
But they didn't say it could only be one,
Right.
so if every one has the same language.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe we need to check on what the actual requirement is for a FEMA project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the town engineer goes. Because I just assumed to have more options. I mean, we saw what happened when we ended up with just one.
Oh no, I agree with you on that.
Pretty much took full advantage, you know.
Well, one engineer's thoughts are
No competition.
$1 million and others are
Right.
$250,000.
There's a big difference. Just find out. What are the requirements as far as the town engineer goes?
I just don't want to forget about that. So.
Yeah.
Cool. How about you?
What are we doing, Nancy? The big girls. How'd we do on our walk? I missed it.
Well, we did great on that walk. I will tell you.
Better than our other one?
Yes. We actually have more information that was pertinent.
Okay.
So there was Tim Broderick, Kevin, who is the new facilities building manager, and Cody McGregor, who is the IT person.
Okay.
And then there was Jesse, Judy, and myself.
Okay.
And we started up in the no longer gym. And they said that people that have to drive will be able to drive in with a construction vehicle. Construction vehicle. And drive around the same way that we've always driven around.
Okay.
I expect maybe 8 people at most.
Yeah, I mean, we usually don't have a dozen, I would say, tops.
So we can still do that.
Okay.
And I was kind of hoping that the trailer could be parked along that side.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us that would be staying late would be able to park out here, so we're not going out to the movies.
Okay.
They're gonna check one of those outlets that you put before to make sure that it's working, because we have more electronic equipment now. And so we can use the kitchen. We just can't use the walk-in.
Right.
We do have a small cooler, and
Yeah.
they said they would be using it.
Okay.
So we will be able to we'll keep the stuff in that, the milk cooler.
Yes.
The only thing we added there, I think before, was just some creamer. I think there was some water in the
Yeah, we
cooler,
used to put like the water.
and then I think afterwards there was salad. I think that was it.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe if there's still a snowbank.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. We'll throw the water right in the stove.
Yes. So they gave the IT password to both Jesse and Rudy.
Okay.
They gotta make sure that we have an American flag and a New Hampshire flag.
Oh, that would be terrific.
They're gonna put out tables for the supervisors. And I was gonna double check in the trailer for what we have for tables.
We have 4 in there, I believe.
I might need to ask them to put out a couple more tables.
Yeah.
So, and all in all, the walkthrough was very good. In front of the school where visitors would park,
Mm-hmm.
that they want to make that all handicap parking for the people that have a placard that can walk, be mobile.
Okay.
There would be signs. There are a couple of handicap signs down in the basement that are super heavy.
I think 4 of those are already handicapped. At least 4 of those parking spots are handicapped.
I think there's 3 or 4, and then there's
Right.
2 or 3 visitors too.
Right.
Right.
Just throw a handicap on top of those ones.
If you choose to sit out there and direct traffic.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that.
So where's that going to put everybody else's parking?
Well, that puts everybody else either across the street or in the teacher lot where they have to walk up.
Are they allowed to park along the street, or we gonna let them park by the fence?
I don't have a problem with
Yeah.
that. I think as long as people park on one side of the road.
Yeah.
So that they want parking on both sides. My opinion, and I will say this, I think closing down Maple Street to one way is a bit overkill for this election. I mean, I'll be happy if we get 600 people.
I mean, you're talking about at least 20 spots in front of the school office, right?
Right.
And then you probably have another 20, 30 across the street, right? So that's like 50 at a whack. But I don't know. I don't like the overload parking or the teachers parking area. I think that's going to be just unacceptable. You know.
I will say that in the past, on good days, people voted and said, "Can we walk out around?" And on good days, they're happy to walk outside and walk around.
Right. Right.
60 degrees.
I was going to say, well, do you really want it 60 degrees? Because that's nothing but mud on that side. So what are they going to do with that?
Sure.
I mean, we're not even going to be able to park back there if it's that warm. It's going to be, one big mud bucket.
We're behind the school.
Outside the cafeteria doors.
I thought that was part.
It was pretty wet, moist the other day when we were over there, and that wasn't even, I mean, that was just 40 for a day or two. This weekend's going to be pretty warm, and then Monday's going to be pretty warm.
Well, we can always change and just have like 6 handicap parking spots out front and make the rest regular. The you want to call them protesters. Not protesters, campaigners.
Oh yeah,
They might turn into that, but
No, trust me, it's going to be challenging when I put you guys because I don't really want to stick with the snowbank. But state law says that you have to have intent to apply unimpeded access for the voter. So where are we going to put you at this point in time?
So where are you thinking about?
I could stick them back in front of what used to be first, second, and third grade.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could put some of them there, and then I could, if need be, I could put some of them back where it used to be fifth, sixth, and seventh.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
then
mind
see
that.
Okay.
I'm just, I don't know how many are going to show up to campaign.
That's gonna depend on the weather.
Right, and I know, and it's also, I don't want to crowd people, and I want to make sure that voters can just walk in and walk out. Because not everybody wants to stop and chit chat. So it depends on what melts. I guess we can always put straw down so they don't sink in the mud.
All right.
So it's, I mean, it's a big guess between what happens weather-wise between now and then. So, but we did look.
If we can drive around the building, that'll get the trailer close enough so we can unload it. If we can't keep it back there, that's fine. We can move that to the far back lot,
Right. I think that'll be one.
you know, and then I think most of our handicapped that have trouble walking will go around the building. I think we can direct them that way anyways.
And
Yeah,
with a
like you
low
said.
turnout, there's not going to be that many at once anyway.
And,
I
yeah,
don't
I'd be
think-
surprised if there were
First thing in the morning and the
50
afternoon.
people there at once.
Right.
You know? Right, right. And then it'll be stragglers all day. So I think as far as across the street parking and in front of the office, I think we'll probably be all right.
And we'll figure out where to put the ballot clothes.
Would it be better if I set up at the back door? Would that help you at all? 'Cause I'm willing to help.
In front of that egg lady, there's tar and stuff, so that isn't. good.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of an overhang so you wouldn't get dripped on.
It's
Yeah.
always that.
Okay, what time can we get in there on Tuesday, Monday?
So Monday we can get in there at 3.
At 3 o'clock, okay?
And I've been telling people to bring cushions because we're not taking these chairs.
Okay,
So for setup, there's you, Richard Thorogood, Savannah Fifield, and her boyfriend, who's a big guy.
big guys, all right,
Big, young, strong like bull.
yeah.
Big guy. He's on record.
Yeah.
Okay,
So so you have.
that should
two
be
helpers
plenty.
To help with that. And then I have 2 people coming in to help me. Mary and Jessica Brown.
Yep. Okay.
So people that are used to setting up there. And then Tuesday morning, I like to get there about 6, maybe a little after, just to have a minute.
Yep.
And then hopefully, I mentioned the coffee. For them to make us coffee like they usually do.
Yeah,
I hope they got it.
okay,
The chief said she would be there to inspect the ballot box,
okay,
make sure it's empty. And then we'll just start at 7.
all right,
Like we usually do. We have lunch coming in, 7 hours, and then dinner will come in about 6 o'clock. So that way we're not trying to eat and count at the same time.
okay.
So is lunch gonna be pizza and doing the sandwiches at night or?
Fish it around
Yeah.
for the heart to What can I say? Select board proxies. I have a couple of people that, like Rich showed you,
Okay,
that need proxies, and if you don't have one, you'll need to, or you go home for 2 hours to get them back.
That would be
Maybe 3.
Okay. I'm just teasing. There's some people there that I feel comfortable if you don't have it. David for John Starkey.
Yeah, those guys are usually around.
Yeah.
So, we have the new ballot counting machines, obviously.
Yeah.
We tested them. We have to test them again tomorrow. They're really cool. I think that once the voter gets used to it, the screen's bigger, so you're not looking at this little tiny square.
It's a big number up in the right.
It's bigger than hers.
Yeah.
And it will tell you how many ballots it has.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really nice.
And you can watch it count when you put yours in, so.
So we'll know what number I
Right, right.
And then Thursday we're getting trained on the poll books.
Okay.
So that can change the setup a little. And black and yellow tape because of extension cords. Do you want to get that, or do you want to? Because we might have to run extension cords.
We're talking about like safety tape, caution tape.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'll grab some.
So far, I got a bunch.
Okay. Is it stolen from your job?
Yeah,
Okay.
Has to be
Now, we're still gonna have to use the fire door, right? Coming in to load and unload.
Yes.
Okay. So the other door will not be accessible still,
As far as I know.
because that goes right up into the,
I gotta put a mat down for that.
yeah. So we're gonna have to make a path, basically, for handicap, to go against the wall, right? And bring them in and around. I gotcha.
And we still have to use that, well, it's a brand new accessible voting system. And we have to set it up for town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And so we'll get trained on that, hopefully Thursday also. Any other questions?
Do you want to send me the list? And I'll just be on photo. To do it.
I'll let you take a picture.
Oh, okay.
Anything else that you guys?
No, I think that's it.
On town meeting day, the screen will be available. And the kitchen is available as a Son of Our Christian Church will be selling food.
Ooh.
It won't be cooked there, but it will be something. And I have asked the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts.
Keep the drug dealers out of this. Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout's gonna be
cookie
there,
cookies.
because I don't have any cookies yet, so this will work out good.
Take a picture. That's what I'll do.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Nancy.
Jesse had mentioned that Melissa was going to get there too,
Well,
so that the
yes,
tax clerk's office would be closed
right.
next Tuesday.
That was a question that
So-
got asked. Is, will the office be open or will it be closed? So I don't know if Nancy needs that body, the selectmen.
I think I'm gonna need her.
Need who? Melissa?
Up there.
Yeah.
So that means the tax clerk's office would be closed again.
Will there be anybody in here?
Well, we'll all be working, but
No, tax
that
clerk's
office will be closed. Because Mary will be up there as well.
I thought we had agreed to do 3 people so we could stay open on that.
Yes, she
That's
did.
exactly what we did.
for many years, so that's why. I thought Jesse was going to come. But
Okay. Can they put a little notice, like tomorrow, that the town, that they'll be closed on election day? Can you ask Jesse to put that so people will know?
If
I
the
mean-
board agrees.
Yeah?
just Melissa needs to know one way or the other. If she,
Because
Melissa's usually up there
right.
during this, and so's Mary, and so's Jesse.
Mary's the deputy.
she,
So Jessie really likes having her up there in case she has to leave. And what she does sometimes, to go to the post office, to check for absentee ballots.
the select board's the one that sets the hours.
I mean, we're up against the gun here. We know why we did certain things, and they're not working out the way they're supposed to.
Right.
But we're up against the wall right now. This is next week, and I don't think we have any choice.
If they just put a little sign.
Yeah.
And on the next day, the town clerk, tax collector office will be closed. So people know.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Is that,
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I think this year with the new voting machines that it'd be good for Melissa to learn.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Or be part of that, yeah.
okay, great, thank you.
You're gonna be there, correct? On Tuesday?
yeah, afternoon, 12 o'clock. I'm working half a day. Technically, I'm working half a day. I may just work remotely the first half of the day.
So do you have to have somebody for him too?
Mm-hmm.
So
So we have Richard. Well,
That is not coming.
okay.
But we'll have,
so you want me at 6:30 then?
Jess and Malcolm.
Okay.
And Jessica Brown.
Yeah, so they'll be proxies till you get there. Because when I worked at the school, I couldn't get here until 2:30.
I mean,
You'll be there.
Yeah.
Do you want to do traffic?
Yeah.
my schedule shows me off the whole day just to catch up on paperwork.
Yeah.
But I can do that remotely though.
I'll be all over the place.
Gary will be outside.
Get your chair.
Yep. You'll be
Yeah,
in
it's
10.
got a couple of lounge chairs, umbrella.
Oh, bring one for me, 'cause I'm gonna do traffic.
Hey, let's do
You're
that.
gonna need a chair too. Let's go. We'll be here all freaking night.
The only other thing on here is we have multiple candidates interested in the position, Rob's position,
Oh, 1 year left.
for the 1-year term. We have several candidates actually, but I think 3 of them are probably the most anxious, should I say? Most persistent?
We have to discuss that now in public. Or can we do it?
No,
Okay,
this is
good.
a public, this is a
All right.
big public. So, one of them, well, the three contenders were for people that are highly interested are Will Bartels, John Starkey,
Yes,
and Jason Levin. I want to talk about these guys, and then I want to try and feel the board to find out whether or not we want to fill that now, fill it later, get more candidates, or whatever.
We had multiple, who were the others? One other than these three?
Well, there was, but they were kind of iffy. You know, I want to, but I might not. These guys are at it. They're calling every day.
Yeah, and they can definitely give us the time.
Right. We don't want to get into the, oh, well, we nominated you for a position, but now you don't want it, you know? And you either make a choice or you don't, you know?
And I don't think we have to bring them before us, because I think we know them
Yeah.
all very well.
Yeah.
You know what I think would be great if we all write down who we want and see if we're all in the same.
We could, but first, before we do that, let's talk about, you know, what they bring to the board, you know, because I think it's important. We are looking for somebody that doesn't just want to be here because they lived in town for 50 years, or somebody that, you know, doesn't like somebody else, so they want to be with it,
Right.
or something to that effect. We want somebody that's looking out for the best interest of the taxpayers in the town. And all three of these are going to be a pretty tough choice.
Yeah.
Because they're, I really feel that, you know, Will brings a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, he's been here for a while. He's got fireman experience. He's good with numbers. I think he's a really good choice. I think Jason Levitt's a good choice because he has police experience, fire experience, specifically road experience, which I wouldn't say we're lacking at, but it'd be nice to have something like that. And he's been in town for a long time as well. And then obviously Mr. Starkey. Every election, definitely a participant of the community. He also brings road maintenance, town engineering, you know, so I mean they're all bringing something that really does add some value to this whole board.
I think, like, when I look at it, the most well-rounded that knows the most departments would be Jason. Because he knows, like you said, he knows the fire, the police. He's always been very dependable. But Starkey's good and so is Russ.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I haven't been able to figure out is what their commitment really is. I mean, are they here just for the year, or could it be possible that they'd be interested in running next year? You know, and I know it's a tough decision for someone that's never sat on the board before, because you know they might just sample this year and then say screw that, I'm out of here. So I mean, it's a tough situation.
Starkey has had, you know, experience dealing with boards and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So is Will.
So is Will. So is Jason, really.
Yeah.
Can I add, because John Starkey did come into the office and asked to put his name in, and he did say that he would be retiring from his full-time job, so he would have time.
Yeah.
And I think
And
the
Will's
others,
retired as well.
and Will, yes, he'll be retiring. I don't know about Jason if he's not of retirement,
No,
not ready for retirement yet.
not that I know of.
Yeah.
I mean,
Although he's probably eligible.
I wouldn't look at the time factor too much. I mean, 'cause I work a full-time job and I still manage to do this.
Right.
So
All right. So what do you want to do?
Well, my feeling is, as Priscilla said, Jason has highway, police, fire, state, and then the road experience and all of that. And I'd like to say, to me personally, he has the utmost integrity, but so do all of them.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to have even these three people wanting to step in, whether it's for a year or it turns out longer or not. I feel I would lean with Jason because he was on the subcommittee and he brought a great value there, knowing these positions that we're going to be faced with this coming year: fire, police, town admin. he has a little bit, of experience dealing with all of that, and he was really good on the subcommittee with all of that. But again, that would be the one, but I mean, when it comes down to what these guys bring in integrity, they're all pretty equal.
Andy?
I mean, they all have experience there. John Starkey being a public works director down in the Seacoast, he's well versed in highway. Jason, yeah, he knows all three departments. He's worked for all three departments there, and he's been the highest tier. Not really a certified engineer for the state, but to manage a state project, so he's very familiar with bids and plans and state specs, what's required. So, I mean, the one that's well versed, that's always been dedicated to the town, has been Jason. So he's always managed to find the time if he steps forward to do something. So I don't necessarily see him stepping back after a year either. So his heart has always been into the town.
All right.
Really tough.
They're really good. They're all.
I mean, Will
I'd take it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Will is very good with numbers and the budget, and
Yeah.
so I mean, we've seen what he does over at Fire there, and he does a good job. So
I'm afraid. I mean, I don't want to lose out on this opportunity to grab one of these guys. And I think they're anxiously waiting to know.
And it's good to know they're anxious.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
So if the board's okay, I think we should take a motion.
I make a
Somebody wants to
motion
make
to nominate Jason Lovett for the opening.
I'll second. I'll second.
Any more discussion? All right. I'll take a roll call vote.
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Yes. All right.
But can we also send the other two letters?
Absolutely.
Oh, please.
And tell them to please run next year.
No, tell them not to move.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So at this time, 6:50, I'll open it up for public.
And can I just say, whoever gets in voting wise, they have to wear flip flops.
Yeah.
I do everyone else.
then you better attend the first meeting.
You'll do spot checks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even if he's a repeat offender. Yes, Linda.
Linda Nelson. I just want to confirm for my notes myself. So the town clerk's office will be closed, but the selectmen's office will still be open.
Yes.
Correct.
I want to make sure that that's correct.
Selectman's office assessing.
Plan.
So just say all their
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
You had talked about bringing in the town of Pittsfield Selectmen for discussion.
Mhm.
Would that be something that happens after the elections?
Yeah, unfortunately, their select board got back with us as well, and is in about as much of a heap pile of work as we are. So we did put that off, I believe, April 1st, is it?
Yes, they asked if you'd wait until after the election.
Yeah, after, beginning of April, we're gonna definitely still sit down and meet it up.
Ron Allen had talked about putting in different members of different boards
Mm-hmm.
to talk about some educational things that you could have. There was a couple months ago.
That was with the attorney. He was going to plan that plan that after the election. Is what he originally talked about. So just kind of. We haven't talked about that currently since Rob has left. You know, that was a lot of that was like rules of procedure and just for all the boards. But yeah, we can follow that up. Once the new board is here.
Rules, procedures, policies, the ton of policies to go through. Mm-hmm. Good. All right, close public input. 10:53. Okay, I'll take the motion and go into non-public.
I make a motion to go into non-public under RSA 91-A, Roman numeral 2, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
just one quick question. So the next meeting is the 17th, 5 or 6?
6. Right?
Yes, yes, it would be 6.